Guys, we're still live on Twitch. Hello to everyone on YouTube. Let's keep going. And it's such an incredibly dramatic situation. We absolutely want to stop Zeska on board the Kaysen ship because she has knowledge of valuable Starfleet technology. She can boost our enemies, the Kaysen. She can teach them how to possibly make their ships more powerful, how they can be superior to us. And at some point, the entire Kaysen fleet could become so strong that Voyager can't keep up anymore, and they could also terrorize the whole quadrant. On the other hand, Tuvok, the best and clearest thinker, who is the least plagued by prejudice, tells us, it's clear, even with our technology, we are massively outnumbered. That means the likelihood that we won't achieve our good smart goal is too high. That's why I also asked the chat on Twitch, opinion poll, and the result was 50-50. So I decided to follow Tuvok and say yes, it would be better if we stopped them, but no, it's not realistic. We let them escape and it really hurts us. We'll deal with Zeska another time. The other Kaysen Raiders aren't leaving, they're activating their weapons. Great, now we have a fight after all. No. End! I told them laying a hand on our ship means war. That's the price for their disobedience. And we are 50-50. If they get scared, the Aventon will run away. We have good heroes. Those three were assigned to us. That's a really close call. Really close, very close. It could always happen that if the fourth ship had joined the fight, we really would have lost. So look at those three. It's already close as it is. And then there would have been four. The fourth one probably would have been a big one too. It really probably wouldn't have worked out. The fourth one ran away. Dark Lord. We're starting the fight.
Your orders, Captain.
We're thinking offensively, and first we'll destroy the shields.
Attack vector, starboard confirmed, Captain.
From the biggest ship, that's the biggest one, right?
Ability ready, Captain. F.
Shield hacking, upgrading weapons.
Ability ready.
Captain now and then double strike and invulnerability. And we should also fire a torpedo, but only when the shields are down, and
Ability ready, Captain. Ability.
another double strike.
Shields destroyed, Captain.
Shields destroy shields. They're not destroyed. The shields remain intact. Are those three different ships? We can switch here. No. But we attacked the Emperor and the fighter. That was okay. And the shield isn't destroyed, even though it's showing us that it is. Then I would keep shooting it down.
First, attack vector, stop.
Tutorial? I know. I just did that too. We keep shooting. I just did that. The tutorial says to do it again. One of our shields is dangerously low. We're advised to keep playing defensively and protect that side. Okay, defensive action. Which side is that? It's the left. Defend port side.
Port side defensive maneuver initiated, Captain. Ability. An enemy ship is retreating.
Captain 1 has fled. Then we'll attack the next one. But now with the next scout, we can't target the shields, right? Because we can't do that during defensive actions. We can only do that during offensive actions. We have to decide defensive or offensive. If we go offensive, I think we could specifically fire at the shields, otherwise not. We'll stay as we are.
Port side defense activated.
Captain, invulnerability once, it's not possible.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready.
Captain, double strike.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Yes, dismantle the ship. One torpedo.
An enemy ship has surrendered, Captain.
Oh, and after that, I fired another torpedo at it. Great, one has surrendered. Ability ready.
Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Class,
Ability ready, Captain.
but double strike victory. We did it? Well, I have the feeling that sometimes the mouse commands didn't work down here, so I used the keyboard. That makes it a bit harder for you to follow, but I always had it. I'll try to remember for next time to pause every time before I give a command, so you can see why I'm doing it. But I just went through with it now. Hull status 92%. That's fine. We have a repair station around the corner. Report. The Kaiser Riders have been defeated, but Seska escaped with Kulu. You fought well, said Art Jonas. Thank you. Thanks to Grumpy Bald for the 3rd subscription and Sharing Gang Papst for the 69. And to Commissar Rizzo for the 4th. Thank you all. It's likely that Seska and Kulu are out for revenge. I recommend that we prepare ourselves. We know who we're dealing with. Lieutenant, we're ready. Okay. Captain, Carrie says, thank you for believing in me during this whole traitor mess. I'm aware that my comments about the Maquis were inappropriate, and for that, I want to sincerely apologize to you, Lieutenant Torres. I understand now why the captain appointed you as chief engineer. You clearly deserve this position. Congratulations. I appreciate that, Lieutenant Carey, really. I'm glad you both understand each other better now. I'll leave you to it. I suppose our chief engineer and her new deputy have a lot to discuss? I'm honored, Captain. I'm counting on you, Carey. I'm not up to date on Starfleet protocols. I am Starfleet protocols. You might think with the quirks of this Hobe drive, they're probably more familiar than I am. I hope I can rely on you. I assure you, Lieutenant, I never give less than my best. I think he was recruited as a hero. Betrayal. We completed this mission, a main mission. We can move on to the next sector or explore here a bit more. Then leaving will cause all heroes who are currently marked as unavailable to be lost. Cancel active missions. We'll stay here. Because we still want to repair here, we'll fly over there to repair. Once over here. And we'll also take a look at the heroes. Is Carey here with us? There's Carey as a hero, and he has high skills in repairing. That means we'll go on board the ship and see if we have anything. Where we can assign him smartly. Engineering office, for example. No heroes can be assigned there. You can't assign heroes to the cargo hold either. Where the icons are, there are already heroes. I think that's all there is. In the transporter room, the chat says, God, where is the transporter room? Somewhere down here, right? Torpedo launch ramp. Could someone maybe assign me? Transporter room heroes. There's Carey. Oh, it's scrolling now. I can't see it. Plus 2% on hero abilities. Well, let's do it. Okay, back into the system. And we'll have it repaired here once. Here we are. Hydroponic garden is now at level 2. We're kicking the ship. And now we're still consuming a bit of food. Look up here, it's minus 33, but it's been significantly improved. Do we have a trade offer somewhere here? An aero shuttle ramp, at the moment just one. I would keep making sure that we take all possible resources with us that are available here. Morale is extremely high. Great value, sensational. We have a team that is available. I would say we're building, it's running, the research is ongoing. I would say we set up another emergency shelter here with all the people who really have a roof over their heads. Yes. Emergency shelter. All right. We only need uranium for the moment, but just for a short while longer for the repairs. Because now we're here on site, we might be able to do the repairs right here. 300 deuterium to repair the hull, 50 tritanium. These are just a few points here, that's 25 points, that's absurd. We have to repair for 25 points. Complete nonsense. We don't need that at all. We fly down and take food on board. Taxanian Maxial Freighter. We can forcefully open the storage and recover the entire contents. An abandoned ship in space. No, we'll do it with a torpedo and get 375 food. Yeah. That's enough. We have 972. We can store up to 1.5, then another food source right next to it. Great. Now we'll fly over here. We can collect up to 1.5. That's not worth it. We just lose stuff. I'd do the other things first, then fly back to the trading station once. Here we can collect even more tritanium like a Dianian interceptor. That's what I would do. And that's what we'll start with. Get the emergency shelters up and running. Now we no longer have a penalty to morale. It increases by 1 per cycle. Wonderful. We have a team that's available again, and with that we could fix up a room and collect another duranium. Or we could say we'll do that later. In case we have a duranium source somewhere here, then up there duranium sources, I would tap into those. The sports room is on level 2, great. Next research, we have 116 research points. That's the science section, which we brought up to level 2. We'll take a look at the deflector shield in a moment and sensors for resource analysis. Biolab, what does it do? We can produce gill packs. From food and duranium. We don't need them yet, but soon. You need them for certain rooms. We could already start researching that. Or deflector shield takes damage, reduces hull damage while flying, and in space phenomena. We haven't been in space phenomena yet, those will come, but we should definitely do that sometime. Keep an eye on food, 4 exclamation marks, but we have plenty of food. I don't understand that. In combat, yes, we could also research combat, but in combat we've already fully researched the second tier. So we have to move on to the third one. Reward after a battle increases the energy threshold. For the propulsion system, I can only guess what that means. Hull integrity increased, shield recharge rate increased, enemy shield penetration increased, torpedo improved, torpedo improved. There's a lot you can do there. Grumpy, thank you very much for gifting 5 subscriptions. Thank you, Grumpy or Grumpy. Lieben Dank. I really appreciate it. Great gesture, and you also subscribed yourself for the 3rd time. Thank you again. Really appreciate it. So, when we go in here, we first have to research level 2. Something tells me I might really like the deflector shield. Grab that beforehand. If we research that, we need 70 research points, and then we can't make any progress for now. And we should build a second science lab. I'll do that. We're going back outside. We have one team available, but we're not doing anything with that team at the moment because I'd rather collect the duranium. Battery at -5, even that much. Oh, because we activated emergency quarters again, got it. I would say we're collecting about the same amount of deuterium. That we go back in here, into the engine room, go up one more level, and really recharge the battery properly. Push it into the system. Here we can extract titanium. We have 75. We can store 100, the smaller amount. Down here a big one is enough. Yeah, wonderful. The storage is completely full. Great. Then we can slowly start taking deuterium on board again. Up to 2,000 up front. I would just do that quickly. Or we could get the duranium up front first. We have to fly there at the end. This is completely full. One-time deuterium, that's way too early, the deuterium. We have so much deuterium here. We can even go into the mess hall from time to save food and switch to premium replicator rations. Because we can easily get the deuterium here in the region here. 2 cycles, we fly over here once. Yes, we collect 530. It just barely worked. There's even a little left over. Wonderful. We lose -69. Here's the deuterium source, and up there is a trading station. Food. We could pick up some more here. And I would pick up some duranium, and I would fly in a square pattern. Some duranium. Batteries are not full yet. Once over here. Batteries are full. Yes, we're making sure we collect 48, then we'll have the storage edge full, that'll work, and we'll have exactly 100 duranium. Deuterium is slowly decreasing. I'd return to the ship and use the batteries again. We're going back into the engine room and switching back to level 1 that way. We lose 5 of our battery charge each round, but that'll last forever now. Yes. And we could even, since we have so much deuterium. Furthermore, I'm not quite sure if we should continue with the regular food rations or stick with the premium rations for now. Let's go into the system and get ourselves another supply of deuterium here. Deflector shield researched. Guard says something is damaged. What's damaged? I'm not building anything. I already explained why. I'll explain soon, since building this is the only thing that makes sense. Now we've unlocked it. The second stage. No, it was the science, the deflector shield, and now I don't think we have. Now I'd like to move to the second stage in combat or engineering. For that, we definitely need 70 research points. And we have to collect them. What I would like to do is we can... we can clear out a room and set up a second science station in it. Then we would get duranium once, which would otherwise be lost, and then we would consume duranium. Build it in that room, that's how we do it there. Yeah? Yeah, that also takes a while. First, destroy this room here. Deploy a team there. According to the chat, there's still a free room on the left. Oh, actually, I'll cancel that. Here we have a free room. Very good point in the chat. I completely missed that. And now we can use a science station, a science lab. Then instead of one, we have 2 science points per cycle that we produce. It fits exactly. Oh, now we've lost an incredible amount of duranium, and then we use it immediately on the spot. I should have flown back again. Collect deuterium once. I hope it works. Yeah. But that's just a deuterium deposit here. I would switch back to food in the mess hall, regular meal rations. Look, our morale is almost maxed out now. Once we've arrived, we'll head out again. And now we can get some more deuterium, get some more food, and again, get some more duranium. And the shortest way would probably be... I don't know how much we'll get. Here, I think I would go there. Once for food. Built the knowledge treasure lab, boarded the ship. Now we need even more energy. Now it's -12 running through the battery, but 2 knowledge treasure points per round. Now we can get duranium here again. But we can get that here soon. Rich harvest. You can get food and duranium here. Cool. Quickly explore the camp and take what you can find. A large, seemingly abandoned space station. We can't store that much food anyway. We can store just under 400 at most, so we'll take the lightest. Great, a fully stocked food supply. We'll take more deuterium with us, then get some duranium. We don't need to get any more duranium. The storage is full. Look up there. Let's fly over here. And we don't take any risks. Let's quickly beam some material on board. Fill up the deuterium. We can collect up to 2,000. Wonderful. In the chat they say I shouldn't overlook the tritanium. The tritanium is back here. Can I fly over just for that? We still have 70 in reserve. Honestly, I would leave now. That's 11 cycles. I wouldn't do it. I would leave now. I would jump to the next system right now. I wouldn't know what to trade. That's why I left out the trading station. We're going into research. We have 77 research points. That should be enough to advance one station in engineering or combat. Right, we just need to decide what for. 4 deuterium every cycle through Musat collectors. Cool. Manufacture photon torpedoes. There are so many exciting things. The cargo bay level 2 we unlock. I would. The machine, the cycles, those are just traces in a year. We have to do that. We have research, others will say. Combat and military, so a well-functioning spaceship is the basis for everything. We do engineering? Let's go inside. Who knows, just once in here. You saw it, the photon torpedoes are attached here too, so that helps us as well. Alright, and now. We can still get the remaining 10 duranium up to the storage limit. By activating this room here, we actually get 20 duranium and 8 tritanium. That's how we'll do it. And now we're flying to the next sector, guys, one sector further. Did we cover everything? I think so. Jump once. We'll get there.
Personal logbook, Lieutenant Tuvok. It's remarkable how persistently the crew has adapted to the constant threat from the Kessoni Strim. This unexpected resilience is our most important protection against Kala and Seska, a protection that only became necessary because of my own fault. My failure to recognize Seska's betrayal in time represents a significant operational failure. I have submitted my resignation as Chief of Security to the Captain several times, but it has been repeatedly refused. An illogical decision, which I attribute to her obvious emotional bias. Addendum: the sensors have detected an unidentified transmission from an ionized hydrogen cloud. The Captain intends to investigate this and classifies this potential risk as a welcome change. The human trait of welcoming variables of unknown origin and potential threats is a phenomenon that still defies all logic for me.
I'm very funny. And we have a second diary, a personal logbook up here. I unfortunately forgot it last time. These are the 2 original voices that were cast by Dedalek Entertainment for SPIEGEL. Now let's also listen to what Tom Paris has to say. Again, this is the original voice of Anne, and by now, of course, a few decades older. The voice actor...
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris, Seska. That was quite a surprise. An undercover agent runs off with an intergalactic thug who struggles with a bad haircut and anger issues. Now all we really need is a dashing hero to rush in and save the day. A dashing hero who saves the day. But seriously, we've been playing cat and mouse with these guys for ages, and you have to give it to Kohler, he's damn persistent. But we all know that Seska is really the one pulling the strings. Credit where credit is due, she's good. Evil, but damn good. What really amazes me is how well the crew sticks together. So far, there hasn't been a single fight between Starfleet and Maquis in the mess hall yet. Addendum: our sensors have just picked up an unidentified transmission from an ionized hydrogen cloud. The Captain wants to get to the bottom of this welcome distraction, and that's where I come in. After all, the Voyager doesn't fly itself into the next big adventure.
Very nice, new big adventure. Let's see what it's about.